you have made it back, and we are going to do demographics today. So this section is not about judgment. It's just about making sure that the FAFSA reflects who you are. So let's walk through what they're going to ask you and why it matters and what it is that you need to have ready. So let's talk about this section. You have made it back, so I hope that you're following along and these have been helpful. So what they're going to ask is about race and ethnicity. It's optional, it's used for research and not supposed to be used in A decisions. Citizenship status, so if you're a U.S. citizen, eligible non-citizen, or neither. Parent education level, and so that's used for first generational tracking. Veteran status or loss of parent in military or public service. High school completion status, and high school name and location. So these questions help schools understand your background and may unlock additional support or scholarships, things like that you may need, especially for first generational students, military connected, or underrepresented students. So the documents that you're going to need over here are going to be proof of citizenship or immigration status, U.S. passport, birth certificate or naturalization papers, permanent resident card, so green card, high school diploma transcripts, especially if you were homeschooled or if you graduated early, you're gonna need them anyway. Military service records of death certificate, so if you're claiming veteran status or parent lost in service. Parent education information, so that can be self-reported, so no formal documentation will be needed there. And let's talk about what each question means that they're going to be asking you. So race ethnicity is optional. It's supposed to be used for data, not in making a decision, so you can skip or select multiple answers there. Your citizenship status determines federal aid eligibility. If you're undocumented, you need to explore FAFSA alternatives. Parent education level, so that helps schools identify first generation students for support programs. Veteran status, so you may qualify you for additional aid or services. High school information ensures that FAFSA matches your enrollment records. And then we're gonna go ahead and get into what this is gonna look like, and then we're gonna get into the mistakes that you're gonna want to avoid. So demographics, so it's asking your gender. In this case we're gonna say female. Here we're gonna just put prefer not to answer. Alright, we're gonna say U.S. citizen. We're gonna say neither parent attended college. We're gonna say no parent was killed in the line of duty. We're gonna say high school diploma was completed. And high school information, so these never match up. We'll just say this. It's insane. Okay, so we'll just say that. Continue. So we need to edit. So basically, that was so fast and so quick, and that is all you need to do for that section. So let's talk about common mistakes you'll want to avoid. Skipping citizenship status, so that can block aid eligibility. Entering the incorrect high school name or location. You want to avoid assuming race ethnicity affects your aid, because it doesn't. And forgetting to list parent education level. This helps with first generation tracking. So what happens after this section? So FAFSA uses this information to route your application to schools and state agencies. So you'll move into the contributor setup next, which is for your parent or spouse information. And your citizenship status limits federal aid, so you'll still be eligible for state, institutional, and private scholarships. So this section is all about your story. So make sure you answer honestly, and as always, make sure you take your time to avoid any of the mistakes that could come up that you might make that would delay your FAFSA application. So just know that your background is valid. Even if the system wasn't built with you in mind, your background is still valid. Make sure you save this video and let's keep walking through this FAFSA application together so that we can make sure that you get what you need to be able to go to school debt-free.